So today we are looking at the Mabox Linux 24.09. So this is the latest version of Mabox Linux. So here is the boot menu. So let me choose the boot with open source drivers. So Mabox Linux is based on Manjaro Linux with the open box desktop environment, and the country of origin of this Mabox Linux is Poland. So these are all some information about the Mabox Linux. So if you don't know any information about the Mabox Linux, I made a lot of videos in my channel already. So every version of that Mabox Linux is already available in my channel. And today I'm running it on the virtual machine, which is a VMware with 60 GB of virtual disk, 8 GB of RAM, and my CPU is i5 1240p. And also I'll be posting 2 videos daily. So the other video is already posted in the channel, and also it's available in the channel, which is Nitrix Linux 3.7.0, which is the latest version. I showed every information, and also I showed all the new changes and all those things in that video. So if you want to watch that video, you can watch it. And so if you want to subscribe, you can subscribe, because you will be getting 2 videos daily of Linux distros. So here we have our desktop layout completely loaded. It just took like maybe a minute or under a minute. So it booted pretty much very quickly. And I think these are all some changes, as you can see on the desktop. So in the previous version there was not like this, but right now you can see some wallpapers or some images added in the right bottom corner here. So I'm going to first change the display settings so we can continue with all those things. So it automatically does this type of thing, so we need to change the wallpaper and it will fix. So let me first change the wallpaper here. So let's check the wallpapers. So let me find the wallpapers. So usually it will be kinda on the panels. So it's not on the right panel. So let me go on the left panel and check. So there will be some wallpapers and all the applets and all those things. So let me choose the random wallpaper. And right now you can see it changed completely. And also we can fix all those things here itself. Let me click on the random wallpaper. Again, there is some issues still. So we need to get all this like a Conky manager and all those things. So here is the Conky manager. If you want to stop all, you can do that, or else you can change however you want. So I'm going to keep it like that because we need to fix all those things. We don't have that much of time. And also you can see here like a Mabox Linux 24.09, and the code name is Stride. And here is the complete information. The kernel, you should be getting the 6.6. So before that, let's first open the task manager and see how much of resources it's consuming here. Here is the task manager. Let's check all the information. So you get the open box desktop environment, LX task 0.1.10. So these are all the process and all those things. So it's consuming just 470 of MB. In 8 GB. So CPU is almost under like under 10%. So it should be consuming way lesser on the bare metal. So right now I'm running it on the virtual machine, which I already mentioned in the beginning. So it will be consuming just like a 250 300 MB of resources. And also there will be some smooth experience. Right now we still have the smooth experience. There is no such thing like there is like no hiccups or any lag or anything like that. Everything is working fine. So let's keep the task manager in the right side corner like this, so you can see all the changes. You already have all the resources and all the Conky and all those things here, so you don't need to worry about it. But I'm going to keep the task manager in the right side corner, which I usually do in every Linux distros video, so you can see all the changes and you can judge everything on your own. So here is some config and all those things. If you want to log out, you can do that. If you want to go, so these are all the same changes. So let's first go to the internet and get all the information. Here are all the shortcuts. You can put it in the keyboard. When you type it on the keyboard, you should be getting all those things like a terminal and all those things. File manager, which is super plus F. Let me show you. So super means a Windows key and F is already a F key. So here you just need to click on Windows key and F for the file manager. So here are all the information. You can just click on the Windows key plus minus G and all those things. So here are already all the information. So let's go to the internet browser. So you get the web browser of Firefox. So this is the default browser in most of the every Linux distros. And also the latest version of the Firefox stable version is 131. And also there is a beta version available, which is 132. So I already gave all the information in the community page about the Firefox. I don't want to make a complete video just for the Firefox browser because there will be no major changes, just a few changes. We don't need to make all the complete video for that browser. Let's see. So you get the still older version of the Firefox, which is like a 1 point difference. So after 130.0 there was like a point update, and also right now is a stable version, which is a 131. So if you want any information, you can just click on the official website, or you can just type in like a Firefox web browser and the official website will be available, and you can get all the release notes from the official website itself. So this is the official website of the Mabox Linux. So before going through all those things, let me show you the first about support, and also I'm going to show you the kernel website also. So here I opened all the important informations, like you need to just type in like about support, and also I opened the kernel versions and the recommended system requirements for the Mabox Linux. So let's go through all the important information now. So the browser already mentioned the version and all those things, distribution, Mabox Linux, user agent, which is unnecessary for the video. So the Linux kernel you get is a 6.6, and the 6.6 is the LTS version of the Linux kernel. So let me go to the official website. So just type in like a Linux kernel in your search engine, or else you can use it like a www.kernel.org, which will take you directly to the official website. And here are all the available kernel versions. So mainline is a 6.12 RC1. So this is the release candidate one. And the stable version is 6.11.1, and also the another stable version is 6.10.2. So the long-term versions, which is 6.6.53, and we have the long-term version here, 6.6. So the support for the kernel, let me show you. So if you don't know what is like a mainline, what is stable, what is long-term, you just need to click on the releases here, and you should be getting all the information. So about the RC, here is the release candidate information. About the mainline, here is the mainline information. About the stable version, you should be getting the stable information. And about the long term, which is right now 6.6, here is the end of life of that specific kernel version. So it will be ended at ending on the December 2026. So this is the complete information of the Linux kernel. And keep an eye on the CPU and RAM throughout the video. So this distribution can be used for the low-end PCs. So in the bare metal, it's going to be performing way better because it's a virtual machine right now. It's performing better on the virtual machines, but it will be performing better, way better on the bare metal, because CPU is consuming lesser, and also the RAM will be like when you open the browser, you should be running on the low hardware specs. I'm going to show you the recommended system requirements. You don't need to worry about anything here. And in order to get the kernel version, you just need to type in like a uname-r in the terminal, and you should be getting the Linux kernel version. You can use the browser like this, or else you can use the inxi-sv8 or inxi or neofetch, fastfetch, uname-a, uname-r, like that. You can get all the Linux kernel information by typing these commands. So let's go back here, and about the other things, here we have all the OS themes like a Mabox, Superdesk, both the sides. And what else we have, like a 7.7 GB of memory size, disk space is 5.7 GB. Here is some browser information which I don't consider as important for the video, but if anything is important here, you can just pause the video and read everything. Here is Mesa and LLVM pipe, and here itself. And what else we have? The window protocol is a X11 desktop environment. It says as a XFCE. And the driver vendor, which is a Mesa 24.1.6.0. Here is the information. And what else we have? The monitor resolution 1920 into 1080. So here is the Mesa information. Here is the monitor resolution. So this is my present monitor resolution. Here are some other changes. So if you consider important, you can read it everything by pausing the video. Let me close this. We got also the kernel information. Now let's talk about the system requirements. So the system requirements, here is the forum of Mabox. You can get all the information from the forum, or else you can get all the information in the official website. But if you ask me, I'm going to say it's better to always try it on your own and decide whether it's going to perform better or not. Don't go with someone else's advice. Just try it on your own and you should be good. Don't try to install it first. Try it in the live boot, because there is also a live boot available for this distro. Always try it on your own, do your own research and get all the information. Don't blindly trust on anyone, even if it's me. Always trust on your own self, do your own research. Just you need just like a hour and 2 hours of time. You should be good. How it performs, you can try it on your own. Just get some time, like a 2 hours, and you should be good with the distro. If you find any bugs, just skip that distro and go with another distros, because there are a lot of distros available in the Linux market. So here it says like they have you need to have like a 1 GB of RAM, 30 GB of hard drive, 1 GHz or a better CPU, high definition graphics card and monitor, broadband internet connection. So here is the complete information. It's better to try it on your own and decide whether it's going to perform better or not. So these were the some requirements. You can get all the information from the official website also. So if you don't know what is a Mabox Linux, you can get all the information from the official website itself, like a fast, lightweight, functional Linux desktop. Like they're going to say all those things. So that's common in every official website. They're going to say good things about their official website. So it's better to try it on your own, and you be the judge, and you can decide whether to use this Linux distribution or not. So I don't have any issues with any other type of Linux distros. I never recommend any Linux distros. I always say from my channel, it's better to try it on your own and decide, because none of us knows how much of hardware specs you have. So that's the reason, try it on your own. And if you find any bugs, just skip that Linux distro and go with the another distros. If it's going to work perfectly, do your own research. Like there is like a no privacy issues or anything like that. If you're satisfied without any issues, then go with installation. So it's better to do our own research instead of relying on someone. So it's a good option to do that. So the latest ISO files are available right here. About the news, you can click for the news. So here is all the information about the 2023 version, but we are on 2024 and the version is different. So it's just the older information. Don't go with news. So I'm going to provide all the information in the description, however. But if you want to see all the changes, you can see all your changes by going through all those browsers and also all the applications. Get all the information on your own, or else I'm going to provide every information in the description. So for the live user, you just need to use the Mabox, and the password is also the Mabox, and root password is also same. And about the kernels, you get the 6.6 and 6.1, which are the LTS versions. I already showed all the versions of the Linux kernel. So if you want to go with the Linux 6.1, you can go with the 6.1, which will be folded with the 6.1 or 61. And if you want to go with the LTS version of 6.6, here you can click on the ISO file. Just click here and you should be good with the ISO file. So Mabox Linux 24.10. So the ISO file we are downloaded is 24.10. So you already have the latest version also. So I think the ISO file is released just a few hours ago. So here is the ISO file. So we got all the information from the browser and also the downloading things. And about the release notes, there is literally no changes or no news in the official website, but I'm going to provide everything in the description. So I need to see all the changes first, and I'm going to provide it. So we got all the information from the browsers. So let's go and open the terminal, and let's type in some commands to get some distro information. So let's make it bigger first, and let me type in the neofetch. So here is our neofetch. The Mabox Linux host is a virtual machine, which is a VMware. Kernel version, which I already mentioned. Uptime is almost 14 minutes. Pacman is 1038. Shell bash version 5.2.37. The monitor resolution, which is 1920 into 1080. And the open box, the themes, icons, terminal, my CPU, i5 1240p. So let me type in inxi-sv8. So this command will grab complete distro information like graphics, audio and everything. So let's first continue with the system. Host it says as a Mabox because we are running it on the live boot. So if we had changed the username, it's going to change it here. The kernel version already mentioned, 64-bit. Compiler GCC version is 14.2.1, and this is some unnecessary information for the video. So desktop it says as a XFCE version not available. OpenBox version is 3.6.1, and the light DM version is 1.32.0. Distro it says as a Manjaro Linux based on Arch Linux. So this is my VMware information, which is clearly unnecessary for the video. About the RAM, 8 GB of RAM, available is 7.72 GB, and used is 1.1 GB. As you can see, it's consuming like a 550 MB. And here is complete different information which is unnecessary. Here is the CPU information, which is i5 1240p. I said like 3 times already. So vulnerabilities, flags, which is clearly unnecessary. Let's go continue with the graphics. Here is the complete graphics information. VMWGFX version is 2.20. And what else we have? Display X11, server Xorg 21.1.13. And when you scroll it down, you should be also seeing the available monitor resolutions. And EGL version is 1.5. What else we have? OpenGL 4.5. CompactV 4.3. Mesa version already showed you in the beginning in the browser, but 24.1.6 is the Mesa version. And what else we have? Here is some audio information. Here is the ELSA version. So I'm sitting far away from the monitor, so it's pretty much very hard to see, but I'm going to get all the information. So jack version is 1.9.22 and pulse audio version is 17.0. Here is like a network and a Bluetooth. I don't have a Bluetooth right now, so it says no Bluetooth found. And this is like a partitions, unmounted repos, sensors and all those things, which is unnecessary for the video. And the process running right now is 250. Uptime is 15 minutes. And what else we have here? Init system D version is 256. GCC version 14.2.1. INX version is 3.3.36. Shell bash version is 5.2.37. And what else we have? We got all the information right here. So let me type in cat /etc/issue. So here is the user credentials or the live boot credentials. So we got all the information. Let me show you the installer. So let me open the installer. So here you should be seeing the Mabox Linux 24.09. So there is already a latest version 24.10 available. As soon I already showed you in the browser while downloading. So you should be getting the latest ISO file. So when I was downloading, the only version was available is 24.09, which was just like a few hours ago, but the latest version is already available. And here is the Calamarus installer 3.2.62-9 is the version. So there is same installation. There is no changes in the installation. I'm going to go through quickly here. Choose the language. Next, the location. You can choose the map or you can choose the drop down menu. You can point it out on the map, for example like this, or else you can choose the drop down menu. The system language will be set to American English. If you want to keep it like that, you can keep it, or if you want to change it, you can change it. The numbers and date locales will be set to American English, United States. If you want to change it, again same thing, it's clearly up to you. Keyboard model, it automatically chooses your keyboard, but if anything is wrong, just choose your keyboard. Choose the keyboard language, keyboard variant. If you want to test your keyboard, you can type here. Click next. Here is the partition. I'm going to give you a small description or a small information here. So if you don't know how to install, you just need to watch some tutorials in the YouTube, which will be short, like a 2 or 3 minutes videos. I made a lot of videos, around like a 3000 videos, but I really don't remember in which video I installed it on the hard disk or a SSD or like that. So that's the reason it's better to watch some short videos. And the first option, first choose the installation destination. Wherever you want to install the Mabox Linux, choose that specific drive. If you have like a multiple drive, choose that specific drive. And the first option is like a erase disk, which is going to erase everything, like even if you have like a current operating system, for example like a Windows 10, Windows 8, whatever the operating system, for example Windows 11. There are a lot of operating systems, so it's going to delete those things, and it's going to install the Mabox Linux as a single operating systems. Even if you have like a photos, media files, videos, whatever it is, it's going to clearly delete it, and it's going to install Mabox Linux without anything. So it's just like a single operating system. Here are the options. And the manual partitioning, you need to create a partition before choosing this option, and the partition will be available right there. And you can install the Mabox Linux in that specific partition, and you can see two operating systems in the boot menu, which is like a dual boot options. And right now there is some issues with the dual boot options. Try to get all the information on the internet. So there is some issues, like a dual boot options has some issues right now. So get all those information if you want to dual boot. And if you ask me how to dual boot, it's better to always choose like a two SSDs or a two hard drives. Keep like a two drives. One will be the current operating system, one is for the another Linux. Because if you install both the operating systems in the same drive, if anything happens to the one drive, it's going to have some issues to the other also. So you can't boot in the any of the operating system. It's better to choose like a two drives. Keep like a two drives. One will be the Windows and the another one will be the Linux, or maybe the Mac or whatever it is. Keep the Linux in the separate drive, and keep the another operating system in the separate drive, so you don't have any issues. Even if you have any issues, you can just remove that SSD and you can boot it with the another thing. So it's better to do like that instead of having everything in one drive. And if you choose the erase disk, you can encrypt your system by providing the password in both the boxes. So if you don't want, you can remove that. And the current drive will be like this. After installation, it will be like this. Bootloader location, here will be three options. So it's better to watch some tutorials there, like a short videos, 1 or 2 minutes videos. That will be good. So this is the only thing complicated here, and other things will be easy, so which is same in every operating system. Click next. Here you need to create a user account, so which is same in every operating systems. It says what is your name. I'm going to provide everything. 9to5 Linux. What name do you want to use to log in? So if you use the numericals, it's going to give you a error sign. It says like a username must start with a lowercase letter or an underscore. So it's better to use the alphabets like this, and you should be getting a tick mark here. And what is the name of this computer? I'm going to keep it like that. Choose a password to keep your account safe. I'm choosing the simple password here. Always give the strong password. So if you want to log in automatically without asking for the password, if you want, check it or else uncheck it. Use the same password for the administrator account. If you want to use the same password as the administrator account, you can keep it like that or else uncheck it and provide the another password. Always write down the password in the note taking app in the phones, and you should be good. Even if you forget, you can just remove it and you can type it. And always use the strong password and you should be good. And here is the summary of whatever you choose in the installation. In the previous installation steps will be right here. So if everything is good, just click on install. If anything is wrong, just go back and click fix all those things. And the installation takes like 15 to 20 minutes, depends on the PC. If you have the recommended requirements, you should be good with the speed installation. If anything is wrong, it's going to take a bit of time. So if you choose the low end piece, if you have like a recommended requirements, under the recommended requirements, it's going to take a bit more. And also if these ISO files are stable, you should be 99% of the cases everything will be fine. And if you download like unstable versions, there will be some cases. In rare cases, the installation may fail or it may crashes. So these things never happen in the Mabox Linux in my point of view. But these things may happen in most of the distros. In other distros, this type of things happens. If you're a normal user, it's better to download always the stable ISO files instead of unstable versions. So I'm not going to install because I need to make another video. So those was some installation steps. So what else we have here? Let's check the App Store. Let's see what applications have updated. So I already showed you the latest version of the Firefox. It's not the latest version. The latest stable version right now is 131, but you still get the latest version of Firefox. And what else is here? The control center. So open box 25 minutes. And here is some customization. You can do whatever you want, like a PAMAC. And if you want to check the updates, you can click here. For the kernels, you can click here. So let's first go with the App Store and we can continue with the control center. So here is the version or the update available. Blender version, if you want to download, you can download. And let's check the version about the PAMAC 10.6.0. And the preference, these are all the customization things you can customize according to your wish. In the general, in the advanced, here are the advanced options. For the third parties, you can choose the third party apps. If you want to toggle it, you can toggle or untoggle, it's clearly up to you. And what else we have? If you want to refresh database, if you want to change to software mode, you can do whatever you want. If you want to install the local packages, you can install from here. And the installed packages will be right here. So these are all the installed packages. And about the updates, let it do its work. So it's going to take a few seconds, maybe a minute maximum, and you should be seeing the latest updates. So we already downloaded the latest ISO file, but there is already a latest version also. And here you should be seeing 819. And also remember that the 24.09 version was released like 3 days ago, but I downloaded the ISO file today. So when I was downloading the version of 24.09, there was no available updates or the latest version, but right now there is another version available, which is 24.10. So if you want to try that version, you can try it. So it's almost 900 MB of updates available, and the version you get is 130.0.1, and still you don't get the 131. So it's better to wait for a few more days, or else you can just check for the updates. So here are all the OS updates for this specific version. So when you will be downloading, you should be getting the latest version. However, so in my specific version, here is all the information. And let's check some control center here. Here is the PAMAC. We already saw the PAMAC. And about the PAMAC updater, you can click here. You can choose the CLI or statistics. And for the kernels, you get already the LTS version kernel, but you can choose whatever you want here. So let me make it bigger. So the available kernels are right here. So running or installed version, which is LTS, as you can see, and also 6.1 ISO file is also the LTS. So these are all the recommended kernels which are LTS, and these are all the real time. And the 6.10, 6.11, which I already showed you in the beginning. So these are all some kernel informations. Here is some monitor things like display resolutions. And here are the panels. If you want to remove the panel, you can choose whatever you want. If you want to restart, you can restart. Here it's going to restart. And if you want to configure a panel, you can do that. And here are all the things like a top, bottom. You can choose wherever you want. So it's clearly up to you. About the Genie 2.0 is the version. And here is the main menu. Here is all the other things. Auto start. You can select items to auto start. Look and feel. You can choose like this or you can choose like this. The themes and the colorizer. The conky. If you want to reload the conky, you can reload the conky. It's going to fix everything here. And if you want to choose the conky, you can choose it wherever you want. So everything is fixed now. So that's the reason I said I am going to do that later. You just need to reload and it's going to fix. Here is the compositor. You can just restart it. It's going to restart. And here is the system hardwares like a kernel and all those things. Here is the NeoFetch, which I already showed you. Here is the INXI-CGAD. So here I already showed you all the information. So here is some complete information. Let me show you. quad core, the graphics, and audio information. I already gave additional information also, so let me close it. So we got all the information right here. If you want to customize, you just need to use the left panel and right panel. If you want to change the colorizer, you can change like all the above. It's going to change everything. So these are all same customization things which were already available in the previous version also. So it will be a waste of time to show all those things. So I already showed you the applications information also. So here is how it performed throughout the video. So I don't want to open all the applications and show all the version, because we already saw all the versions in the Mabox store or the app store itself. So let's check what pre-installed applications you get in the Mabox Linux. So you get tons of applications available in this Mabox Linux. So it's filled with a lot of bloatware applications also. So for some people you can call it as like a important application, but some people call it like a bloatware. So it's clearly a different point of view for everyone. So this is how it performed. I don't want to make video way lengthy, because I'm going to somehow provide all the release notes in the description itself. So I showed every important information already. So that's the video, I think. So I already showed you the user live credential, which is password and all those things. So these are all the process running. I didn't face any issues, any lag or anything like that. Everything is working fine. So it's better to download the latest version, which is 24.10, which is already available. So this is how it performed. And if you want to subscribe, you can subscribe, because I'll be posting 2 videos daily. So if you don't want to miss Linux distros videos daily, you can subscribe and turn on the notification. As soon as the video is posted, you should be getting the video, because there will be some difference or some gap between 2 videos, because I need to edit and I need to post the video. So that's the reason there will be like a 3 or 4 hours of gap. So instead of checking my channel continuously, it's better to turn on the notification when you subscribe. And as soon as the video is posted, you should be getting the notification and you can watch the video. And if you have any topic, do let me know in the comment section. We can make a video on it. And before commenting in the YouTube channel, it's better to like search in my channel whether I already made a video on it, because I cover like a 3000 videos of every type of Linux distros. So it's better to search first in my channel, and do let me know in the comment section. If I didn't make it any video, we can make a video, but if you already made a video, you can just watch my video there. So I think I'm going to end the video. Let me first show you the logout screen, and I'm going to end the video. So the password is Mabox, and that's it. And here is some accessibility, unbox session, date and time. So this is how it looks. So thanks for watching. Peace out.